What's up, guys, and welcome to Evening Pussy. It's me again, your girl, Victoria Lynn, a.k.a. the Pussy Boss. Say it with me, Pussy Boss. I'm feeling good. How are you? It's Thursday night. I mean, I used to love Thursdays. You know why? Because when I did not work for myself, I would work, obviously, Monday through Friday. But Thursday night was like that one night where you could get out just a little bit because, you know, you could deal with the hangover Friday because you knew you were getting off for the next, whatever days. And so Thursday night would always be like Thirsty Thursday. And we used to go to this place. Honestly, I don't even remember the name of it because it was literally for that short of time that it was open before it shut down. Because we would go in there, we would get free shots. Everybody was paying nothing to go there. Oh, I wish I could remember the name. But it was in Annapolis, Maryland. That's originally from where I'm from. So anybody out there from Annapolis, whoop, whoop. I actually usually represent Bowie, just saying PG County, because that's really where I'm from. Chili's, baby back ribs. I love Chili's. I worked there for like 8 years at Chili's. Yep, I started as a hostess. I became an administrative assistant by the time I was 16, and then I became a bartender at 18, and then after that I became a manager for a short time, and then after that I moved to Fridays in Anne Arundel County, where I became a flair bartender at 21. I love to just talk about how great I am sometimes. Does anybody else like to talk about how great they are? Maybe that's why I like narcissists, because I like to talk about myself, so narcissists like to talk about themselves. So we work well together because I'm like, yeah, I've done so much. I work so hard. Welcome. I'm so excited. Thursday night. It's so much fun doing this show. You know, it's like every night's kind of different. Every night I'm either drunk or not. I'm not really sure. No, I'm just kidding. Tonight's episode is about sugar mamas. And, I thought about it. Like, can I be a sugar mama in Mexico? Let me just clarify that, because you whores in fucking the United States expect way too much money. Of course. Been there, done that. Mexico, however, the women here, well, I'm talking about getting men, but the women here, there's something else. I think it would be hard to actually find a Mexican sugar baby as far as a man. Though, I'm not even gonna lie, I just thought about one off the top of my head. Yep, you know who I'm talking about too? Yep, I know he knows what I'm talking about. There's this one couple, guys. I'm just, every time I see them, I'm like, they are the most adorable couple ever. I will have a throuple with them. They're young, though. The baby dolls. Little babies. They be texting me, like, pretty pictures and stuff. Stop that! I am too old, and I am mature. I do not want to deal with any 20 years old. Anyway, sugar mamas. I mean, what is a sugar mama, honestly? Because we know what sugar daddies is. Everybody talks about sugar daddies. But what is a sugar mama? Well, I'm here to tell you that a sugar mama is a woman who is duped into believing that a man really wants her when the man is actually a gold digger. However, another definition of this would also be a woman who wants, needs sex and companionship and is willing to pay for it via gifts, trips, etc. I mean, what I find funny is, if you didn't watch the episode last night, did anywhere in the fucking definition off the same website, Urban Dictionary, by the way, thank you so much for all your definitions. They help me in life. Did it ever say anything about any of the girls being gold diggers? Or, like, it literally made it more glorified, I felt like, being a man doing that. Like, almost like as a woman, it's, like, pitiful. Like, to be a sugar mama is almost, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry no man has ever loved you enough to marry you. And so when I Googled sugar mama, I couldn't find fucking shit about it. And I was kind of pissed. And I just want to point out another thing. So many people keep saying, like, oh, you're such a feminist and blah, blah, blah. Feminism is about equality for all, first off. And second off, just because I want to talk about women and not just men does not make me, like, a hardcore feminist, okay? Like, I like a daddy. Get over it. I like to talk about sex. I like a daddy. And I think that women are beautiful creatures and they don't know how gorgeous they are, and that the pussy is amazing. I think that's fair. I think most men would agree with me. Just saying. Anyway, so sugar mamas, I think they get a little bit of bad rep. But, you know, I was trying to figure out what type of sugar mamas there were. So I couldn't figure it out, but I created my own list of mommies. I don't know. I love mommies. Look at that, just drinking some milk. I love this little graphic. I was so excited by making this graphic. Because I was like, what should I put? I was hoping I could find like a little titty he was sucking on. And I found something close, but I thought the milk itself was better. Yeah. Look at that. I really like it. It's too bad he has red hair, though. Well, he has brown hair. He wasn't cute. But I guess, you know, he looks young, so that's all that matters, right, guys? I just gave a really weird smile. What's up, Bigo? We are live on multiple platforms. If you are watching on YouTube Live, welcome. Thank you. If you are in my Facebook group, which if you're watching somewhere else, then you don't know about my amazing Facebook group, Temptation Cancun After Parties, because bitch lives in Cancun, and I throw the best after parties. Just so happens, I mean, you know, I obviously like sex and after parties, so I'm a wild child, but I'm actually very, very shy in real life, so no? You don't think so? Okay. Well, I was trying to say that way if guys are like, hey, can I take you out? And I'm like, no, I never go on dates. That's not my thing. I know it's weird. Anyways, I'm moving on. So let's talk about the type of mommies. So I would say the first type of mommy is age is just not a number mommy. Okay, this is Chelsea Handler. If you don't know who Chelsea Handler is, Chelsea Handler was on E! A long time ago. She's a comic. I actually do think she's very smart. I personally, Chelsea, love you and all, but I personally am not the biggest fan just because I think sometimes you're a little bit too much to the left. And I don't like to mix politics with comedy. It's just my personal thing, because I think politics are just so like, you know what I mean? It sounds, when somebody talks politics, I feel like I'm in the Peanuts. What's that? Charlie Brown? You know Charlie Brown's teacher? He's like, I hear like, Trump, Biden, and I'm just like, it's too much. So Chelsea Handler seems to go that way, but she would be what I call is age is just a number mommy, which would be a type of mama that is always drinking and being the life of the party. So the main thing here is you need to make sure you know how to make a dry martini and make sure it's extra dirty, because that's how my girl Chelsea goes. Like, I would totally party with Chelsea. I don't know. Anyways, move on. Oh, I love her. Jennifer Aniston, girl next door. Everybody loves Jennifer Aniston. So Jennifer Aniston to me is like a relationship mommy, right? Like, she wants a relationship but doesn't really want a relationship. And so this type of mommy is all about the fake commitment. There's also daddies like this too. I've met them. They like the fake commitment so as much as going as far as actually having their sugar baby move in with them, or even discussing marriage when in actuality it's not true, like her and Justin, whatever his name is. I don't know. She helped him with his career though, so he can't be mad at her. She's actually pretty dope. I like Jennifer. I would date her. Have you seen the Smart Water ads? She's hot. Yeah, Jennifer Aniston, I mean, I'm not talking shit at all. I'm just saying. She's just probably the sweetest sugar mama ever, but I think she's probably the commitment phobe, not the guys. I think she's scared of commitment. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, Ariana Grande. Okay, first off, last album. Only album I've ever listened to, but great album. And I would call her the new money mama, right? And it just so happens, if you didn't know, Ariana Grande is pregnant. News alert. Hello, hello, hello. She is pregnant. She's also engaged. I don't even know who the dude is. I didn't even bother to look it up. I'll be honest. This is why. Because Ariana Grande, when she came out with that album, like, I really felt that album, that song Ghostin', girl, it is so good. Like, everybody's talking about Thank You Next, but if you listen to that album, that song Ghostin' is one of the most beautiful songs, and I know I can feel that she wrote that in thoughts of Mac Miller. She was in a place, right? So she wrote this beautiful album But she dumped Pete Davidson in the long run because she was all hurt from it. But now she's just going into another cycle. So I would say that she is the type of mommy that is looking for love, and she's trying to fill voids in her life by getting the attention she craves from her sugar baby. Rushing into marriage and quickly ending in divorce is common for someone like this. And look, Ariana, you're beautiful. But I have watched all your documentaries and stuff. And I will just say that I think you need to slow down a little bit. Like, just slow down. We all know the hair is fake. Just kidding. It wasn't fake. For now, I think it's real. Right. Yo, have you guys seen the new... Okay, you have not seen this. There is the new... Okay, a new fucking commercial or whatever came out for the Kardashian episode, right? With Addison Rae. Addison Rae, if you don't know who that is, she's a TikTok star, and she's hanging out with Kourtney, and oh my God, it's such a big deal in the Kardashian family. So, anyways, Kim comes into the room. Yo, her hips were like, her hip to waist ratio was like a fucking cartoon. Like on camera, which means in real life, it's kind of crazy. Like, I get it. Like, I have no problem with, I don't know. It's just so weird because when we look at photos of her, when I see photos of her, she doesn't look weird like that. It looks sexy. It looks becoming. But then you see her in this video and you're like, wait, is that real? Like, she looks like a cartoon. And I actually saw this one girl. Her name was like Alexis something. I saw her in real life at Playboy. She used to date Safari. She's a big... Alexis Sky. I think that's her name. Alexis Sky. And I remember when I saw her from the front, I remember thinking, wow, she's so beautiful, right? She beautiful face, great body. And then she turned to the side and like it looked like this little stick with these big ass tits and these fake ass, and it didn't look pleasing, you know? Like I was like, oh wow. And then the one girl that's still huge on Instagram, her name's Chloe, at Chloe. She took it before Khloe Kardashian. That's how OG she is. I met her at Playboy, and I'll never forget. I always wondered if her ass was real, and then I saw her, and all she did was know how to pose. You know what I mean? Like, she was a model to the T where she posed the right way and her ass looked like 10 times bigger. But it's just very interesting how we've changed because she was very popular. I mean, I'm talking like 6 years ago. She was not, I don't know what she is now. I don't know if she's gotten any work done. But she didn't at that time. It was all about posing. But now, someone like Kim Kardashian, I mean, she's walking around looking like a photoshopped ad. So like, hey, it's not photoshopped, it's just filler or lipo. But yeah, I think those are the type of mommies. Speaking of Kim Kardashian as a mommy, I wanted to put her on this list, but honestly, I was like, I would put her more as like someone looking for a sugar daddy. Like without Kanye, Kim would not, in my opinion, be where she is today. Her fashion sense was not as dope until Kanye came in. Kanye, yeah, he gets a bad rap. But anyways, I don't know. I like Kanye. I kind of feel bad for him. I feel like he was eaten up by the Kardashian like cycle. You know, I don't feel bad for Tristan, but I feel bad for Kanye. You don't even know who Tristan is, do you? No. So Billy doesn't know shit about this. Tristan is Chloe's baby daddy, and she was about to get back with him, and then he cheated on her again. Publicly, yeah. So I don't feel bad for him. Let's get into the top mamas. So I wanted to make sure, last night I showed you the top sugar daddies, but we're going to do sexy or not. These single mamas. Oh, yes. Are they sexy or not? I will say this. I'm disappointed because it was really hard to pin down single sexy women. Because I would find them on a list. Like, I can find richest women, but I can't find just a list that says single. However, I think I got a pretty good list together. Because, I mean, I think you guys need to know, like, men, you should shoot your shot, too. Like, we're shooting our shot. Hey, girls are up in the DMs like, hey, you looking for a sugar baby? I literally saw today on a Facebook group I'm a part of, and they were like, looking for a sugar daddy who can pay my bills, my this and that while I'm in college. Here's my Instagram. Let me know if you're available. And, like, their comments were funny. Like, all of us are. Bitch, stand in line. But literally, that's like the new job. Like, get a sugar daddy. So, for you men, I think you deserve to also get sugar mamas. So, let me start. Our first one, India Rose James. She's 24 years old. Now, she had some other pictures. I thought she looked the best here. I love that pantsuit she's wearing, and that purse is adorable. Her hair looks nice. She kind of looks kind of tomboyish, but, you know, to be expected, I guess. She's worth $280 million. Okay? So she actually inherited 40% of her grandfather's empire. And this is the porn heiress, by the way. So her grandfather, which is super fucking cool in my opinion, was the first person to ever open a topless strip club in the UK. And he went from there and built it out from there. So her and her sister, when he died, actually split this. But what they actually say he is known for is that he basically owned a lot of property in London's Soho district. They don't say that she's the porn heiress because, well, yeah, you don't want to say that. Next one, we have Elizabeth Holmes. Now, she's 32. She was at one point worth $9.1 billion. Now it's saying $4.5 billion. And that's probably because, well, she ended up like this. Yes, there she is. So she actually is now being federally prosecuted because she created a company, I'm going to say this wrong, Theranos. That's close enough. But it was a medical testing device. So I know you heard about this because I heard about it. Basically, you could go into, I think it was like a CVS or a Walgreens. You could walk in, they would prick your blood, and off of that blood test, this Theranos, the one I can't pronounce, would take your blood, spin it or whatever, and be able to say if you had even cancer. It could tell big things. But what they ended up finding out is that they were actually putting the test into another device because their device didn't work. So she's in big trouble. However, what I love about this girl, so she could be sentenced up to 20 years in prison, right? She was supposed to actually have her court date in May. However, by luck, her hotel heir boyfriend knocked her up. And so because of that, she has now pushed her trial date until August or early September. The thing that gets me the most is hotel heir. It's like, dude, has so much money, they could keep her in court forever. She wouldn't care, right? She don't care. She's never going to jail, guys. It's just going to swindle. It's going to die out. Like, think if Heidi Fleiss had money, Heidi Fleiss didn't even get that fucked. And she probably knows, I'm sure she knows a bunch of shit about a bunch of high-end people. They had to have already been covering this up. It's like something good for the economy. Wow, we're so smart, we have this. And then they're like, actually, we don't. Well, we don't want to tell people that. Let's just keep it going until a reporter decides to say, hey, I looked into this. Next, we have, I'm going to mess up her name, Feliz Sahink. She actually is a really good-looking woman, 49 years old. Her net worth is $2.4 billion. She's from Turkey. She owns a luxury brand clothing and tourism business that her late father had passed to her. She, however, does oversee the company's retail partnerships, which are with Gucci, Armani, and she really stays out of the limelight and also has her own foundation, which is to support education and environment. She's actually probably the most, what I would say, non-fame whore. I don't mean to use that word, but it's just easiest to put. But yeah, I think she looks pretty good. She looks like a good mommy to me. I would put her up there. Would you take the porn heiress or her? I mean, she has more money, so Oh, yeah, okay. The younger is the. Yeah, 25. Yeah, but she's probably a huge drug addict. No offense, but I mean, if you grew up in that lifestyle, like you're gonna be pretty wild. Oh, that's true. It's true. She dies. We're not gonna talk about that. And the next one, Sherry Arizon. Again, I think she looks pretty good. She's 58 years old. Yep. 4.7 billion. How about that? Does that change your mind? 4.7 billion. So she is an Israeli American, which is awesome, right? Owner of Arizon Group, which is a global investment and philanthropy group started by her father. What does that mean, though? Yeah, exactly. That means, I don't know, but this bitch is powerful. Let me just tell you that. A philanthropist. So the group's major interests are finance, real estate, infrastructure, energy, and water. So she owns the world. Okay. I love it. So last but not least, we have Miss Alice Walton. She's 66 years old. This is insane. $34.3 billion. $34.3 billion. I think if I had that much money, I would just take money out in hundreds and wipe my ass with it just to say I've wiped my ass with money. Think about that. Are there, you know, what the fuck? So anyways, you're wondering who the fuck is she? She is one of the heirs to the Walmart fortune. Now, Walmart actually has 4 heirs. She's the 15th richest person on earth. And what I love the most about what I found about her is that they say she never has taken an active role in any daily operations. Yo, this is the sugar mamas of all sugar fucking mamas. Not only she doesn't work, she just is the heiress to this shit. And I mean, of course, she's a philanthropist. Look, I love it. She donated 3.7 million of her Walmart shares to the Walton Family Foundation. What a beautiful tax write-off that was on both ends, because not only did she give it to a foundation, but then the foundation got it. I love her. This is my ultimate mommy right here. This is who I would say. I'd have to say, yep. She's divorced, but hey, guys, I'm saying, get it. I mean, she's not, look, I don't know if that's a photoshopped arm. It looks like they photoshopped her arms to make them look skinnier, no? Wow, even the Waltons are doing it. So wait, Walton, Walmart. I once knew the really? Sam's Club? Sam Walton. Sam's Club. I told you about how I met the heir to Tyson's Chicken, right? No? I don't know if I can say this without getting sued, but I'm going to say it. So Tyson's Chicken, their son. Oh yeah, I don't want to get sued. Wow. Let's just say wow. I even tried to I contacted them, the parents. Yeah, because he was such a hot mess. I was trying to help, and they like told me to stay the fuck out of it and hung up on me. But let me tell you a great story about him. I don't see why I can't say this, because right, if he told it in public in front of everybody, I mean, it's not me talking shit about the family, right? Meh. Okay, how about this? I don't really know if this is true, but I'm going to say it anyway. So I'm putting this forward. This could be completely fiction, so don't take my words for real. And this happened to me, and I'm only speaking from my experience and my life. So I met the guy who's the heir to Tyson's Chicken, and one of the best stories I've ever heard is that when he was in rehab, he actually got kicked out of rehab, okay? But when he would go into rehab, what he would do is he would tape a credit card and cell phone to his balls, so that when he went in, he would be able to order delivery and fucking order Amazon and shit, right? So great. So they kicked him out because I think they found this out. I can't remember the exact story, but I want to say they found out that he had a cell phone and you're not supposed to do that. So they kicked him out. So what did he do? He actually called and ordered a stretch limo Hummer to come pick him up from fucking rehab, dude. Like, if that's not the most amazing story, this guy was like, he was not but wow. I wish I could have just had that on film, like that, like that's how reality stars were made. Back in the day when nobody cared and it was like nobody wanted to be on reality television, right? Like really, like the Kardashians were made because they went to celebrities and were like, hey, we want to follow your life. And they were like, yeah, fuck that. You're going to know everything about me. So instead they take somebody who's basically a scandal, who's like already a scandal. So make me as bad as you can, whatever. And bam, the Kardashians, who are no longer on E, but don't worry, they're going to Hulu. What the fuck? Dude, their kids, it's like if their kids didn't even want to be in entertainment, they have no choice. They have no choice. Anyways, that's our show for this evening. How I just go into... Anyways, make sure to follow me, PooseBoss, on YouTube, and also check out my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/PooseBossTV, where you can see the more raunchy stuff that I do, which is not meaning like fonking. I was going to say fucking a donkey, and I said fonking. Fucking a donkey. But yeah, I don't fuck a donkey. But PooseBoss TV, you can see a lot of awesome things. Also, make sure to follow my Facebook group page if you haven't, Temptation Cancun After Parties. If you're coming to Mexico, Cancun, I'm the one you want to know. PooseBoss knows everybody. But until next time, guys, remember to keep patting that puss. I don't know what I did. Did you go yet? Like, go to fucking...